Well, hello and welcome to my latest update video. Quite a lot to talk to you about in a short space of time. First of all, Thursday we see the EU elections. We wanted to avoid these elections. I worked so hard to try and get us over the line on Brexit to make sure that we didn't have to have them, but they are there. And so it's important on Thursday that I urge you to vote Conservative. We want to make sure there's a strong Conservative voice in Europe so that we can finish the job on Brexit and get it done. But also because we have a local interest. The number one slot in the South East, who you'll be voting for, is of course local resident Dan Hannan, who has been a strong voice on Brexit right from the start. But we've got other good candidates too. Nerj Diva, Richard Robinson, Mike Whiting, Julia Ash, Anna Firth, Adrian Pepper, all really good candidates who want to go to Europe and land what's needed for this country to get out of the EU. So on Thursday, please do use your vote wisely and vote Conservative. Second thing to talk to you about is the incinerator plan south of Hurstbourne Priors, not in my constituency, but next to the A303. I went to visit the site with Claire Reid, who's the chair of the Hurstbourne Priors Parish Council, to look at the suitability of the site and try and understand really what the impact of this thing is going to be. Obviously, I'll be working closely with her, with other local residents, and with the local, my neighbouring MPs, to the South, Caroline Noakes and Steve Bryan, who's next door as well, all of whom will be impacted by this frankly massive proposal, and see what we can do during the planning process. The third thing to talk to you about is Ocado. You will have seen in front of the advertiser last week that Ocado sadly have announced that they're going to be looking at possible redundancies amongst the workforce. Obviously, both the workforce and the company are in a horrible situation after the fire. Quite a lot of people have been paid over the last few months but aren't able to work because of the lack of facility. Ocado are getting going again in Andover and starting some semblance of delivery, but nevertheless, while the 2-year rebuild takes place, they won't need, they think, all the staff. My job is to make sure that there's a fair and equitable settlement for everybody, the company, but also most importantly for the staff, and I'll be talking to the company about how we achieve that over the months to come. The key thing is, though, their commitment to Andover remains. They want to rebuild and, create jobs in the town as they have done before, which is great news. We just need to make sure that, as I say, the settlement is now fair. Work continues on the railway to pressure the franchise holder to perform as they promised. I'll be pushing hard on that, and thankfully, pleasingly, in the local election results 2 weeks ago, the Conservative Party retained control of Test Valley Borough Council, which means that Phil North, the ambitious, fantastic leader of the council, can continue with his really brilliant plans to regenerate the centre of Andover and generally improve the well-being of the town. That's it. More next time.